Outlander, was Captain Black Jack Randall a real person? Outlander saw the death of Captain Black Jack Randall back in Season 3, but there have been questions over whether the sadistic redcoat was a real figure. Express.co.uk delves into the history behind the character. Outlander saw its most evil villain, Captain Jonathan Black Jack Randall, played by Tobias Menzies, perish many seasons ago. Nevertheless, some fans have been wondering about him. He died at the Battle of Culloden at the hands of Highlander Jamie Fraser, Sam Hugan. During the 3 seasons he featured on the Starz show, he proved to be the most dangerous and violent. Was Captain Black Jack Randall a real person? Black Jack was a looming figure in seasons 1 to 3 of Outlander as he terrorized Claire Fraser, Catriona Balfe, and her husband Jamie. The character's cruelty and sadistic ways knew no bounds as he used rape and violence to control others. Season 1 featured a horrific sexual assault as Black Jack raped and tortured Jamie in a harrowing and prolonged ordeal. Jamie was left broken and a shell of the man he used to be, loath to the touch of his wife after Black Jack used psychological means to harm the Highlander as well as physical. But how much is the character rooted in reality and how much was born from U.S. author Diana Gabaldon's imagination? According to Screen Rant, Gabaldon didn't base Black Jack on any real-life historical figures unlike Gaius Duncan, Lot Verbeek, and other Jacobite lords. Outlander also featured some real figures including the Duke of Sandringham, Simon Callow, and Bonnie Prince Charlie, Andrew Gower. The character of Jamie was inspired by an account Gabaldon read with the writer previously telling National Geographic in 2014, "I was reading a book for research called The Prince and the Heather, by Eric Linklater, which described what happened after Culloden. It said that, following the battle, 19 wounded Jacobite officers took refuge in the farmhouse by the side of the field. There they lay for 2 days with their wounds, unattended and pain. At the end of that time they were taken out and shot, except one man, a Fraser of the Master of Lovett's regiment, who survived the slaughter. And I was thinking that if I expect Jamie to survive Culloden, then his last name better be Fraser." The real-life Battle of Culloden did happen was depicted in the show. Historically, there were a number of redcoats who could fit the bill for Black Jack and his tendencies towards violence and hatred for the Scots. Newspaper The Scotsman has suggested several possible candidates who may have been the real-life equivalent of Black Jack. At the top of the list is Captain Carolyn Frederick Scott, who is described by the publication as having a brutal streak. In the book Culloden, Scotland's Last Battle by historian Trevor Royal, Scott was said to have been led by visceral dislike of Highlanders and had a vendetta against Bonnie Prince Charlie. This redcoat is said to have roamed the Highlands, pillaging and raping with his men as he went. In one account from the Laird of Raasay, Scotsmen sexually assaulted a blind woman and 2 girls. However, he wasn't the only one, with Captain John Ferguson known for his abuse of prisoners during the 1745 uprising. In a disquieting account from one prisoner, Felix O'Neill, he claimed Ferguson used me with the barbarity of a pirate. The prisoner claims he was stripped and whipped, which is reminiscent of the punishment Black Jack inflicted on Jamie. Other redcoats from history include Major James Lockhart, Colonel Edward Cornwallis, and Colonel John Grant. These figures were known for their partiality for indiscriminate violence, both psychical and sexual, as well as burning and stealing from their victims.
Thank you.